the previous class, we have seen the half wave rectifier circuit. Okay, we have derived few expressions. What are the expressions we derived? IM. What was IM we got? Expression for IM. Vm by. Okay, this is one expression we got. What are the other expressions? IDC. How much did we get? Okay, IDC we got IM by pi. IRMS. IRMS how much did we get? IM by IRMS we got IM by 2. Okay, what else we got? If we find VDC out, okay, VDC out, can you tell in terms of IDC? VDC out, can you tell in terms of IDC? What will that be? Very easy. See here, the DC current flows in this path. Okay, current is the same. Input current or output current, it is the same. We have discussed because there is only one loop, right? Okay, so output DC voltage will be simply voltage is Ohm's law current into resistance. Okay, so output DC voltage VDC out will be which current into resistance? Answer please. See, DC voltage will be DC current into resistance. AC voltage will be AC current into resistance. Simple. Okay. So tell me what will VDC out be? Very good. IDC into RL. That's all. Okay. What is the expression we did? IM by pi substituted, and in place of IM we substituted this. Isn't it? That is what we did in the previous class. Both are same. Okay. Right. So VDC out we got. So TDC out will be what? TDC out. See, TDC out will be power is always voltage into current. DC power is DC voltage into DC current. Okay. What is the DC voltage? This one. What is the DC current? This one. Okay. So what should I put here? What? Yes. What should I put here? See, power. Okay. Okay, let me write making it easy for you. Let me write this. Power is always voltage into current. Okay. Power is voltage into current. So PDC out will be VDC out into IDC out. IDC in out both are same, so we simply call IDC. We did not mention in or out. Okay. So into how much? IDC. Very easy. Okay. Clear? So what will this be? Substitute this one here. So what will this be? IDC. Fast please. IDC square RL. Correct? Okay. Any doubts? Able to understand? Okay. Again I will explain. This is clear. This is clear. This is clear. Any issue with the current? Raise your hand. This is clear. Okay. Fine. Then we are see efficiency. Efficiency is what is the useful thing that you are giving, the useful thing that you are getting at the output divided by the total power supply. Okay. Power efficiency will be what is the useful power we are getting at the output. Okay. Rectifier is the process of converting AC to DC. So what is the useful power? DC. Okay. See what electronics we are using DC. Okay. Plug point we have AC. Right. So what we are trying to do? We are trying to get DC from AC. Okay. So the first process is transformer. Okay. Step down transformer followed by rectifier, and that is what we are discussing now. Okay. So what is the useful power? Electronics, what we need? DC. So the useful power will be DC power. Okay. That is what we are finding. At the output of the rectifier, what is the useful power? Okay. DC power. So we are finding PDC out. Okay. That is the reason we are finding PDC out. Clear? Then EDC out, power is always voltage into current. Okay? Wherever you have power, it is simply product of voltage into current. AC power will be AC voltage into AC current. DC power will be DC voltage into DC current. We are interested in finding the DC power. Okay? Because that is the useful power. Okay? So, power is voltage into current. So actually DC power, DC output power will be VDC out into IDC out actually. But we have only one current, only one loop. Okay? That is the reason we did not mention out here. Clear? If you want to write IDC out, no problem. Okay? But because the same current flows through, see this is a loop. Whenever you have a loop, say you have tube, okay, something like a tire, something like a tire. Now if the water flows through the tire, okay, the water flowing here, the water flowing here will be the same through the tube, isn't it? Because there is only one path. Here, there is only one path. That is the reason. If we stop, if we squeeze the tube here, the entire water will stop. Okay? Because the water which is trying to come here, okay, it is stopped. That will block the water here. Okay? And then this will block the water here. Right? And this water will block the water here. This water will block the water here. Okay? I repeat, if you have a tube in which water is continuously flowing, you squeeze the tube so that the water flow is stopped. In the entire tube, the water flow will stop. Now again you release, again the water will flow. Okay? What I am trying to say is, diode is turning on, off, on, off, on, off. It is like squeezing the tube, releasing, squeezing the tube, releasing, squeezing the tube, releasing. Okay? Right? So when the diode is off, it is like stopping the current, squeezing the tube, stopping the water. Okay? Right? So what happens? The water here also will stop, or the current here also will stop. Okay? So that is the reason, right? What will happen when diode is off, even though we have supply, okay, right? For example, we have seen diode as a switch. Okay, 230 volts is there, but if I switch off, the fan is off, is it? Right? Fan is off means current is zero. Clear? Okay? So, we have observed many times. Switch off, what happens? Voltage is there, current will be zero. Clear? Okay? Or the current is supplied from the plug point is zero. Clear? Okay? So what will happen? when the diode goes on, off. Okay? Diode is on, current will flow. Diode is off, current will be zero. Okay? Which current? All currents. The current here, secondary of the transformer. The current here. Okay? As well as the current here. This is the basics. These are some of the basics of electronics. Okay? Clear? Now any doubts? Raise your hand. Everything is clear? Okay, fine. So, PDC, as we have discussed, power is simply voltage. Wherever you come across power, simply multiply voltage and current. Okay? So, DC output power will be DC voltage into DC. Okay? DC output voltage, because we are considering only output. Okay? Right? Now, for voltage we are writing out because through the loop current is same, but voltage is not same. The voltage here you have different voltages. You have three variables. Okay? We have three variables: the input voltage, the diode voltage, the output voltage. Voltages are not the same. That is the reason for voltage we are mentioning out. So what do we mean by DC output voltage? Means the voltage, the DC voltage here. Okay? The DC output voltage means the DC voltage here. Clear? AC output voltage means suppose AC output voltage means the AC voltage here. Clear? Okay? Right. So PDC out will be VDC out into IDC. VDC out, okay? What is the current? What is the DC current here multiplied by resistance? The DC current here is IDC. Okay? So VDC out, okay, let me write here. Okay? Only the DC component. Right? VDC out will be the DC component of the voltage here, okay, which will be IDC multiplied by R. Ohm's law, simple Ohm's law. Okay? What is the DC current here? IDC. What is the AC current here? IRMS. We will see later. Okay? So, the DC output voltage will be the DC current here multiplied by RL. So IDC into RL. Okay? So power is DC output power will be DC output voltage multiplied by IDC. Okay? So what is this? Already we have IDC to RL. One more IDC. So IDC square RL. Okay? Clear? Next. What else we have to find out to get efficiency? What is the formula for efficiency you have seen in the previous class? Efficiency is by AC input. Okay? Into percent means you will multiply by 100. Okay? We have seen this. Why? What is the useful? DC component only useful. Okay, so the useful power will be VDC out. Efficiency is useful power that we are getting at the output. Okay, power efficiency will be the ratio of useful power that we are getting at the output divided by the total power we are supplying to the circuit. Okay, what will be the total power? Okay, first of all, the power we are supplying is it AC power, DC power or both? Please answer. Yes? What we are getting from the plug point? AC. So step down transformer also we are getting AC. Okay? Right? So the power we are supplying is only AC power. Right? One small example I will give you. Last person. Hello. Last person. Comments in second bench. Middle. Why saying down? Okay. Now it is like this. You are. See, now it is like this. Okay. Suppose father has property. He has 3 children. Right? He is dividing the property among the 3 children. Right? Okay. Sorry, father has some property X. He has divided into the, okay, among the 3 children, any manner he divided. If you add up the individual share that each child is getting, that will be equal to how much? Okay, father has property X, okay, say X rupees. He has X rupees. He is dividing that into 3 parts, some A, some B, C. So A plus B plus C will be equal to what? Very good. Okay. A plus B plus C will be equal to X. Similarly, we are supplying AC voltage here. That AC voltage, okay, is shared by some part by the diode, some part by this resistance, some part by the internal resistance of the coil, okay, which we call it as RS, secondary resistance of the coil. Clear? So now tell me, what will be AC input, EAC input? AC also called as what? DC called as average. AC also called as RMS. Okay. So, okay, shortcut. PDC we got IDC square into RL. Okay. PAC input will be what? Another formula for power is square current multiplied by resistance. That is another formula. One formula is voltage into current. Another formula is square the current multiply with the resistance. Okay. So let me use that formula. It is easy. Which current should I take? RMS or DC? RMS. Because we discussed the AC means RMS. Okay. Right? Then into what I should multiply? To get the total power supplied by X, okay, fine, X, but already we have taken in terms of this. So far we have taken in terms of this and we simplified. So it is easier if we again take in terms of this. So what should I write here? Very good. RS plus RF plus RL. Okay. So what is actually happening here is power is I square R. Another formula for power is I square R. Okay. AC power. Okay. AC power will be square of AC current multiplied by the resistance. AC current is IRMS. So IRMS square multiplied by, we are finding the total input power. Using this father and son, father and children logic, the total power supplied is equal to the total power absorbed by this one and this one. Internal loss of the secondary, diode, load resistance. That is the reason we have taken all this. Now we can easily get the expression. So, okay. This part we will keep on, right? So what will the efficiency be? Tell me. PDC out already we got. IDC square RL by IRMS square into RS plus RF plus RL. IDC, what is the expression? Now let us put the expressions and simplify. What is Im by pi. Okay, IDC is Im by pi. So I will write Im by pi square into RL by IRMS is what? Im by 2. This is what we have seen in the previous class. So this will be Im by 2 whole square. IRMS, okay, square into RS plus RF plus R. Okay, right? What will cancel here? Im square you have numerator also we have Im square, denominator also we have Im square. What will cancel? Okay, Im square will cancel, right? What will remain here? See, this is 1 by pi square. Okay, so denominator we have pi square. Where it will come? Numerator or denominator? Numerator, because 1 by something divided by something by 2. So that 2 will come to the entire numerator. Okay, simple school level mathematics. So actually you have 2 square. So what we should write? 4. Okay. Okay, let us take percentage efficiency. So into 100. Let us do into 100. Then what else we have? RL by RS plus RF plus RL. Okay. Into 100. Right? Into 100%. Okay. Now, among these three, RS, RF, RL, 2 we can neglect. Which are those two? Anybody guess? Among this, RS, RF, RL, under certain cases we can neglect 2 of those two. What are those two? RS and RF. Diode forward resistance, ideal case 0, practically small value. Okay, so RS we can neglect, right? Secondary coil resistance, that is also it is like some leakage, okay, or parasitic, we call it as parasitic resistance, internal resistance. Usually that is also small value. So when RS and RF are neglected, what will, tell me what will percentage efficiency be? Will be how much? Tell me. See, RS, RF we are neglecting. Okay? So here also we have RL, denominator also we have RL. RL will cancel. When we neglect these two, RL only will remain, okay, in this term. So the RL we can cancel. So what will this be? 4 by pi square into how much will this be? You will get 40.6%. Use calculators, find out. You will get 40.6%. Okay, right? See, after neglecting something, we are getting this efficiency. So is it minimum efficiency or maximum efficiency? Tell me. After neglecting something, okay, in the denominator, after neglecting something in the denominator, we are getting this value. So is it minimum efficiency or maximum efficiency? This is maximum efficiency. Okay, so maximum efficiency of half wave rectifier is 40.6%. Okay, maximum efficiency of half wave rectifier is 40.6%. Okay, 40.5 no problem. 40.58 okay, no problem. Okay. Yes, any doubt so far? Raise your hand. Okay, then let us do one problem. Okay, right now. Any doubts? Raise your hand. Okay. Now, whether you will neglect RS, RF, or whether you will consider that will depend on the question given in the problem. Okay, right? So, next I will dictate the problem. You have to tell me whether we should neglect RS, RF, or both, or should we consider both based on the question. Okay, right? You have to tell. And then the formulas. See, our subject presence of mind is very important. Okay, right? Simple. If RL is they say ideal diode, RF we will neglect. Okay, right? If they say neglect the secondary winding resistance, RS we will neglect. Or if the values they have not given in the question, we will neglect. Clear? If the values are given, we will put those values, we will solve. Okay? Most of the problems will be just common sense. We will use our common sense and then we will solve. Anybody still writing? Raise your hand. Continue. Meanwhile, any doubts, don't hesitate to ask. Okay? See, this is important time. While you are writing what is there on the board, I am free. Okay? You can utilize to ask doubts. Right? This time, raise your hand. I will come near you. Ask your doubt. They will clarify your doubt and will go. Okay? Okay, shall we start the problem? Anyone still like to raise your hand? Okay, raise it. A half wave rectifier has a load of, see, very easy problem. I want you to try. Just think, you will get the answer. All formulas are in front of you. Okay? Just think, you will get the answer. Again, as I told you, I will select most important problems and teach. This problem is asked in May 2008. Same problem asked in January 10. Okay? January 2010. Same problem asked in December 2018. Okay? Same question repeated 3 times. Very important. Okay? Right? So, I will select, I will pick up important and I will teach it. I will not randomly something I will not teach. That is the reason. Maintain notes perfectly. Okay? Note down. A half wave rectifier has a load of 3.5 kilo ohm. A half wave rectifier has a load of 3.5 kilo ohm. The diode resistance and the secondary coil resistance together have a resistance of, okay, again I am repeating from the beginning. A half wave rectifier has a load of 3.5 kilo ohm. A half wave rectifier has a load of 3.5 kilo ohm. Full stop. If the diode resistance and the secondary coil resistance, if the diode resistance and the secondary coil resistance together have a resistance of, 800 ohm, and the input voltage has a signal voltage of 240 volt. Okay, full stop. Second line I am telling again. If the diode resistance and the secondary coil resistance together have a resistance of 800 ohm and the input voltage has a signal voltage of 240 volt. Calculate first bit. Calculate first bit. Peak, P-E-A-K, peak, comma, average, and RMS value. Of current flowing or current flowing. First stop. Second bit. DC output power. Second bit. Second bit DC power output. Second bit DC power output. Third bit AC power input. Third bit AC power input. Fourth bit efficiency of the rectifier. Fourth bit efficiency of the rectifier. Okay, solve easy. Okay, 5 minutes time is there. 5 minutes time. This 5 minutes for you to try. Next class we will solve. Now you have to try. If you complete now, you are ahead. Yes, always. Doubt is your loss. Without doubt, loss. Don't have doubt, loss. That's Kamatam. What is 3.5 kilo ohm? Very good. So you will put heading given data. You will put heading given data. First you will write 3. R is equal to 3.5 kilo ohm. Okay. Very good. What is 800 ohm? RS plus RF. See that. Okay. Second sentence, the diode resistance and the secondary coil resistance together, okay, have a resistance of 800 ohm. Means RS plus RF is equal to 800 ohm. Right? So can we neglect RS and RF? Can we neglect? We should not neglect. Value is given. We have to use this formula. Okay? RS is given, in fact RS plus RF is given, RL is given, so this formula we have to use. Okay? This formula you have to use for the efficiency. Okay, anyway, go ahead. For every case you will consider RS, RF also. You will not neglect because value is given. Clear? Next, what is 240 volt? Input voltage, okay, right? See, in the question they mentioned half wave rectifier, right? So what is the input you are giving to rectifier, AC or DC? AC. So actually it is the AC voltage, okay. AC voltage means which value you will get? 230 volts, plug point say 230 volts. Is it what? What is that? Is it RMS value or peak value or what value? RMS value. Whenever AC voltage is mentioned, it is RMS value. Okay? So, read RMS. The RMS voltage at the input. Clear? The RMS voltage at the input, that is given how much? 240, 240 volts. Okay. What signal are we getting from the plug point? Square wave or triangle wave or sinusoidal wave? Plug point, which signal we are getting? Sinusoidal wave. Okay. From the plug point, we are getting sinusoidal wave. Usually to our circuits, if AC voltage is mentioned, by default nothing is mentioned. Whether you are giving sine wave, square wave, nothing is mentioned. By default we will take sinusoidal signal. Okay. So here we are giving sinusoidal input. Clear? Here or here we are giving sinusoidal input. He is not considering step down, directly is giving, no problem. Okay, same logic. Instead 9 volts, we are having 240 volts. Okay, value is changed, calculation is the same. What is the RMS value of a sinusoidal signal? Vrms is given. Given. What is the formula for RMS value of a sinusoidal signal? if this is Vm, if each value is Vm, 0, Vm minus Vm, Vm by root 2. Okay? So they have given Vm by root 2 as 240 volts. From that you have to find Vm.
Yes, sir.
Once you find Vm, you find Im. Okay? When you find Im, find IDC. Find IRMS. Clear? Then they ask what? They ask this one. EDC out. Find out. Then they ask VSC input. Clear? Then VSC input, what you calculate, you substitute here. EDC out, what you calculated, substitute here, find efficiency. Clear? Solve and come when you come for the next class. We'll continue in the next class.